Guys, we're officially like an hour away from the Michael Jordan Last Dance documentary. The first 2 parts come out tonight. What you're about to see is Zack and I's live raw reactions. I'm gonna get to watch it with my dad, who, got to witness and see all this stuff live. I, of course, wasn't born yet, so I'm super excited, and I hope you guys enjoy our reactions.
Holy fuck.
Bro, what the fuck, dude? Holy shit.
Why couldn't they just drop all 10 now?
I mean, like, I just hate the way they ended it with, like, the whole Pippen beef and stuff like that. Oh, I want to watch it right. Fuck, dude. I can't tell if I'm so, like, excited because we haven't had sports for, like, 5 weeks now, or this documentary also is just going to be incredible. First off, like, okay, the way, like, I didn't know how they were going to do it with, being 10 parts and, like, having, basing it around, like, the final season, like, the Last Dance. But I like the way they're, like, gradually going back to different parts instead of, like, going all the way back and then starting, like, through till I like the way they keep, like, jumping back in time and, like, revisiting little things. Bro, so much to talk about. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Oh my god, Zach. Dude, like, where do you... obviously, okay, the first thing I want to talk to you about, I had no idea that he had played on the Olympics before he ever played in the NBA. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was in the first, well, he was like the first one, but like Leitner was like the first one to be in college, but MJ was, I think he was like the first one to play before he ever played a game in the NBA.
Dude, that's nuts, man. So they were saying, like, if he had played in the Olympics before the NBA draft, then he would have they would not have had the chance to get him, right? Is that what they pretty much said? Dude, every time they showed, like, David Stern, it also made me sad.
I know.
But, fuck, man. What was your first thoughts going into it?
I mean, I wasn't, like...
What was
I didn't know what to expect.
Coming into this, what were your expectations? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Zach, I didn't watch. Like, I know you said you watched, like, the detail, like, some, like, behind it. I literally saw that trailer that they dropped, like, when it first was announced, and then I stayed away from anything else to kind of be surprised. So what were your expectations coming into it?
Yeah, I mean, before it started, I watched the, like, exclusive, like, 5-minute clip or whatever that ESPN did, which is basically all it was like the first scene where it had, like, them celebrating the championship and all that. Like, that's all I saw. And, like, so in my, like, right after watching it, I was like, I was kind of disappointed because I'm like, they're just gonna go straight into, like, the championship, like,
right?
And, like, that's all. But then, like, then it started, and I was like, they have to go to his college days. In my mind, I'm like, they have to talk about the college days, like, how he became who he is and everything.
Yeah, how he became Mike, from Mike to Michael Jordan. I thought it was really cool the way they, went back and looked at, like, his time at North Carolina. And I think they went to, they went to North Carolina before they went to, like, him as a child and how he grew up, right?
Yeah, I mean, they basically started off with him at North Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, man.
Dude, oh my gosh. There's so much, like, we just watched 2 hours, and the fact that this is, like, 10 parts has me so excited. Like, I'm just cannot wait till next Sunday. I know this is something that happened in, like, the second episode, but can we talk about how underpaid Scottie Pippen was? I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, I remember reading something that said he was, like, he was on the list of, like, worst paid, like, superstars in sports history, but I had absolutely no idea it was that bad.
Yeah, Pippen, I mean, he signed that 7-year, $18 million contract. He's the 6th highest paid on the Bulls, and I think it's at, like, 122nd in the whole league.
Oh my god.
And, I mean, for somebody, like, Pippen was first on the Bulls during the 97-98 season. He was first on the Bulls in assists and steals. Second in the Bulls for scoring, rebounds, and minutes played. And
gosh. Yeah, he's 6th paid on the team. Like, there's...
Yeah.
How is that even possible? Oh my gosh, man. That was, like, the one that really shocked me. And then, of course, like, the Jerry Krause, like, I had heard that he was kind of, like... It's tough because he was the one that put this team together, but he's also the reason this team was,
fell apart.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't know. What was your thoughts about him going into it?
I mean, Jerry, like, everybody knew that Jerry, like, I wouldn't say birthed the team, but, like, he formed the team into how they are. And I mean, they started showing that with him getting Pippen and everything. And I'm hoping that next week they show like how they got Rodman, and Kerr and Kujoc and all of them. Because I mean, even a smaller name players like Ron Harper, they all were like key factors in it.
Totally.
And like, the thing about this is like you always heard stories like, especially lately with MJ and like saying, oh, ownership treated me dirty, and like ownership and like management did this. Like nobody knew kind of really the full story unless you were there. And I mean, this, like, we're starting to see exactly how Jerry treated MJ and how the players then retaliated and treated Jerry. I mean, Pippen and MJ both just vocally abused Krause. I mean, basically, and ring ceremony, and like MJ, like before the ring ceremony, goes, "Oh, you gonna do some layups with us?" And he goes, "Yeah." And MJ goes, "Oh, time to lower the hoops then." And like, it's so interesting to see how you always hear in sports how ownership or general managers and players get along so well, and then just something happens and it just falls apart. And in my opinion, we didn't get to really see what exactly happened.
Yeah, the thing they really kind of, previewed out was, or like kind of claimed, was the Jordan only getting 7 minutes when he wanted to be out there, and then that was kind of like the downfall, the start of where the whole Jordan versus the team management kind of started. But like you said, I thought it was really interesting when he begged his coach, and his coach was like, "They're literally going to fire me on the spot if I let you play more than 7 minutes this half." Like, that's crazy. I mean, it just shows you the side of Michael Jordan where he doesn't give a shit. He just wants to win, man. I thought it was so funny when they asked him about like tanking and stuff like that. He was having absolutely none of that.
Yeah, and like the quote, like the main quote that I will never forget from this one, it was MJ saying it, and he goes, "Whenever they speak Michael Jordan, they better speak Scottie Pippen." And I mean, like, hearing Michael say that,
exactly, hearing that coming from him,
and then hearing him also say that Pippen was the best teammate he's ever had, and then just already seeing how Jerry treated Scottie. It's so interesting to, like, I'm so ready to see exactly what happened, because like you said, the end of it teased us so much about how it all happened.
Yeah, I like the way they went back and Scottie's, where he grew up. I had no idea that he had so many brothers and sisters, and like from high school to college to Scottie Pippen today. Like you said, the way they kind of left us, they had to do that with the next one in a week. But oh my gosh, there's just, guys, if you haven't checked it out, please go watch it. I don't care if you don't like basketball. I don't care if you don't like the Chicago Bulls. It's such a unique and interesting look behind the scenes. And I think that's, like Zach said, we hear all the time, like, oh, everything was going so well with the general management, and then just bam, like that, they're gone. There's something happened. It's like, and to see that happen like in front of us and not just hear the rumors is super cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Matt said, like, if you don't like sports, don't like the Bulls. I mean, granted, like, I grew up in the Chicago area, and I'm a Clippers fan and everything, but this touched home for me being from Chicago. But like, even if I wasn't, oh my gosh, like, it's just, you can relate this to so many other sports as well when it comes to like the management and all that. Like, it's just, ESPN so far has done an amazing job with this.
I will say, like you said, like taking memories and stuff like that. Like, I'm watching with my dad, right? And my dad grew up in Chicago, and I think it was after the game where Jordan scored. How many did he score against the Celtics in the second game?
65, I think it was.
65 or whatever it was. My dad was like, he told me how he like remembered going downtown with his dad the next day, and that was everywhere, like on flyers, on newspapers, like that was the talk of the city. So like, I mean, I don't have those like memories and stuff like that, but it was just so cool to hear like his experiences, and so guys, all I'm gonna leave it there. Zach, is there anything else you'd like to add? Like, what are we thinking here?
I mean, just make sure if you guys haven't watched it, watch it, and then be ready for next week. I mean, I'm already ready for
I don't
3 and 4.
Bro, I don't know how we're gonna win a week. Guys, also if you're enjoying these, make sure to drop a subscription. We're gonna be dropping another one of these next week, and then the following week, and then the week after that, and then the following week after that. Zach, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. Until next time, we'll see you guys later. Peace.